Hello everybody, welcome back to Squirrelly Acres Family Camp. On today's video, we are going to discuss a trail camera review. I was contacted by Wosports, and they make Wosoda trail cameras, and the camera that I'm getting ready to check out is the Wosoda G900. But before we get into the trail camera review, I'd really like to reach out to those that have just recently subscribed within the last month or so, maybe a little bit more, and give you a big thank you for subscribing to the channel. Very much appreciated. And of course, as always, those of you that are already subscribed, thank you for the support. We're growing a little bit, and I just hope that we can keep this growth going. So anyway, with the camera, of course, it comes in a box like this. They have these standard mounts that if you guys have purchased any, you'll see that they all come with these. I think they might have changed. I don't know. I don't use these. I just primarily use the strap. And of course, if you're attaching it to something, you could drill a hole and knock these in there. But I'm not sure if any of you have noticed or not, but there's a lot of newer computers that no longer have the SD slot in them. And this particular camera actually comes with a holder that you can slide your little, slide the mini one in there. And then take the cap off, stick it into a USB port, and you could read the SD card. This camera also does come with its own little mini. Seems like lots of manufacturers are going to these little mini cards. And if you, well, you could use this stick to read the card and everything. Or, as some of you know, if you buy these little mini cards, they come with a regular size SD card that you stick it into. And then, of course, it comes with a strap. Has your operating instructions. And so on the back here, you've got the holes for a cable to run through, both top and bottom. There's no lock on the side, so somebody could actually open up your camera and remove your SD card. This particular camera also comes with 4 Energizer batteries. Kind of surprising. A lot of cameras don't come with them. So it came with the SD card. It came with the batteries. When you get these, you'll have protective covers over these lenses. Just remove them. Hinges here, they're plastic. And when you open it up, you have your little slot right there for your mini SD. And then your switches, you have off, aim, which is where you do all your settings and everything. You have to make sure that it's in aim. And then when you're all done with your settings, you got your batteries in there, your SD card in there, and you're ready to put it into the field. Pick it from off to aim to on, and the camera's ready to go. The other thing too is with this particular one, as you see, it says no card on there. If you could read that, you'll see no card. So I'm going to stick the card in. And it should start to read the card. Whoops. should read the card. Yeah, right up here. I think that's about it as far as what came with it. So I'm gonna do some adjustments here. We'll go through the settings, and I will make sure to have a link down in the description to the camera and possibly something else. I still have to talk to them about one more thing. Okay, let's see if we can get this to go in here. Get the camera to cooperate. So we're off, aim, on. Let's put this in the aim position, and let's come around here to the camera. Zoom in here so you have an up arrow, the OK button, a down, and then menu. So what we want to do is we want to go to the menu, and we've got the clock. Of course, that's plain and simple. So to get into these, you hit the OK. It's 1346, and then if you want to go to the next one, you just up. Let's get this up. All right, that's the proper time. So the time is good. We're going to hit OK, and you have to hit OK on each one of those. We want to go back, so we hit the menu. Go down. We go into whatever setting we want. Let's go back. Going down, the intervals. Oops. Hit OK. And we want to take this for 30 seconds. So I'm okay with that. Or 20 seconds, I'm sorry. And then the sensor level. I put this on high. You can put it on low. It might use more battery. Well, you might get some false readings too. So let's go back. Flash. Long range, fast motion. I'm going to put it on long range. Set active times. We'll hit OK. I've turned this off. If we put it to on, you'd hit OK, and then you start the time that you want it to come on, and then the time that you want it to stop recording. Say you just want daytime videos, this would be a good time, or if you just want nighttime videos, this would be a good setting for you. Oops, let's get back in there, because I want to turn that off. Because I want my cameras on all the time. Time lapse, we're not going to use time lapse. You put that on and to be the same, kind of the same thing. So if we put it on, then you'd have the frequencies and the periods. So say, for example, let's go ahead and go in here. So every 10 minutes, 60 minutes, not even sure how high. It's okay, so 60 minutes, but let's go back, because I want to turn that off. Oops. And then format. I can't remember if I mentioned anything about format. Prior to putting that SD card into this camera, I did a format. And then as soon as I put it in here, evidently it didn't recognize that the SD card was formatted, and so it asked to format it. And as soon as I went and did OK, and then went in there and did OK again, that's what it did, and then it came out formatted. Now anything that was on this camera is gone now because using the format. Default, that just goes back to the factory settings. Language, whichever language you want. Camera name, we're not going to name it. The sides are on. No password and no software update. And then the version, and back to the beginning. So that's it in a nutshell on how to set it up. Whoops. And always remember, after you set it up, to turn it to on. When you come back to the camera to take the SD card out, your camera will be in the on position. Put it to aim. It'll wake the screen up, and then turn it off. Wait for it to go off. Take your card out. If you're swapping out cards, put your new card in. Put it on aim, and then make sure that you see SD card. And the camera will tell you no SD card. And so you may either didn't push it down hard enough, or there's something wrong with the card, or you put it in the wrong way, which can happen. And then turn it on, and that's your camera. And you're good to go until you check it out. Before I close out this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 videos and about 8 photos or so. Might be a little bit more, might be a little bit less. So enjoy them, and then I'll come back and close out the video. Okay, not too bad, huh? Overall, I thought it was a very good camera. Some of the nighttime, and I think that's typical. Some of the photos and or videos might be a little bit grainy. There's one thing I noticed on the side of the box. There's a temperature range on here, and it says -4 degrees to 104. Well, 104 I'm not going to worry about, but what I will worry about is the -4 degrees. Here in Wisconsin, it does get a little bit cold in the winter, and I do keep my cameras up all year long. Just never know. It's so much fun watching trail cam videos to see what the deer are doing, or squirrels, or any other animal that's roaming the property, be it man or beast. It's always fun. You just never know what you're going to get. I don't know. I think it's okay. It will be interesting because it only has 4 batteries. All my other cameras have 8. If any of you have any experience with this G900 by Wosoda, go ahead, share your experience down in the comments. And if you made it this far, I'll just throw out the plug. Hey, consider subscribing to the channel. We may not be the best, but what you see is what you get. We're being real. We'll see you later on the next one. Bye, everyone.